Hey there, poetry lovers. I must apologize for the extreme tardiness in getting this latest video out to the expectant world. But if you've ever had one of those weeks where everything seems to go tits up without any warning, you will surely understand. Anyway, two poems for the price of one today. One of mine and one from some other bloke. Frosty Robert, I think his name is. Perhaps you've heard of him. I'm going to go first because, hey, it's my channel and I make the rules. Besides, old Frosty's dead, so he's in no position to complain about the rudeness. Enough jokes. The poem is serious, told from the point of view of a man haunted by memories of a lost love. It's called simply Visitor. You come sometimes, intruding on my night, concealed in breath of wind or thrum of rain. A shadow flickers, there, a trick of light from sultry moon that filters down the lane and quickens for a moment slow heart's beat. This longing for what's lost, I can't explain or say just why it brings me to my feet to hearken at the window when a cry floats softly through the darkness of the street. I long to hear again your last goodbye that drifts, a lovely feather from the height of love, which swells to fill the lonely sky. And is it wrong to think that this is right? These times you come intruding on my night? Now for Robert Frost's poem. Listen up. You should spot a few similarities between my poem and his. It's called Acquainted with the Night. I have been one acquainted with the night. I have walked out in rain and back in rain. I have outwalked the furthest city light. I have looked down the saddest city lane. I have passed by the watchman on his beat and dropped my eyes, unwilling to explain. I have stood still and stopped the sound of feet when far away an interrupted cry came over houses from another street, but not to call me back or say goodbye. And further still, at an unearthly height, one luminary clock against the sky proclaimed the time was neither wrong nor right. I have been one acquainted with the night. So, what's the connection between those two poems? You should see some similarities. You really should. They have the exact same format. That includes the number of lines, the three-line stanzas, and the rhyme scheme. This is a traditional form of verse called a terza rima. There is one more striking similarity. My poem uses the exact same end words for each line as the Frost piece. That's because I wrote mine to meet that specific challenge, to write an original poem using the end words of a well-known piece. Despite the similarities, the two works are completely different in theme and content. Mine tells of a man haunted by the loss of his true love. Frost's simply recounts a nighttime journey on foot on a rainy night. It is often suggested that this is an extended metaphor for the depression which we know Frost suffered from. That's about it for this week. As usual, I'll remind you that you can find my two slim volumes of verse in both printed and digital varieties by rummaging through Amazon Books. Don't get lost in there. On the next page, I'll leave you with a little more info about that grand old man of 20th century American poetry. Mr. Robert Frost.